Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, of course, which is Mansell Media Corner. And today's video, a lot of people know that I love my professional wrestling, mainly WWE and music, but a lot of people do not know I'm a massive superhero fan. So with that being said, I'm going to show a couple of my books, comic books, films, and a couple of Funko Pops to tie in with today's video. So with that in mind, this is what I've had recently. It's the art and the making of Aquaman, of course, with the brilliant Jason Momoa in. Then this was a Christmas present recently, last year, I believe. This is Thor: Love and Thunder, and it's the basically it's the visualization, but I know a lot of people are not the biggest fan of this film. It's decent for what it is, but it is a great, I like the soundtrack. The film is decent for what it is. And again, a lot of people are not the biggest fan, but this has got a nice bit of spot gloss. And it's Flash, the visual companion, with Ezra Miller, I believe. So them are the three main books. Onto the kind of graphic novels. And to start off with, we've got by Frank Miller. If you do not know, I think he may have co-wrote Sin City, the film, but this has got the brilliant comic book artist in Jim Lee. But this is All-Star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. Again, a bit of spot loss in Batman. And the same here, the Boy Wonder himself, Robin. And this is the standard. This is a standard, but love that artwork there. Again, a bit of the back there with Batman. Then, I know DC did an animated film of this, but this is, you can't really tell, but it's Batman Hush. Part 2. As you can see, really good image there. Then Part 1. And there's the back. And then on to my favourite of the two comic companies. It's Marvel's The Uncanny Avengers, where you had the Avengers and a bit of the X-Men teaming up. Again, really nice cover. And that fight Apocalypse and the modern day Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Then onto a big superhero team in Marvel, and this is the Avengers. Again, got random pieces of comics in there, and can't go on with a bit of Civil War, but this is by Mark Miller, who gave us Kick-Ass, I believe, but this is the original Marvel Comics version. Again, great image there of Iron Man. Then I got this a couple of years ago, but this is Marvel 80th years. Amazing years, the true story of a pop culture phenomenon, which is very true. Lots of iconic superheroes. And a couple of comics now, which I got a couple of years ago at Comic-Con. And to start, we've got the Squadron Supreme with old Nick Fury at the front. Then we've got the Avengers, Kang versus Immortus, and the Avengers fight on. Then we have the Infinity War with Adam Warlock's alter ego. Again, really good comic from the 1990s. How about that? Then we've got Nova at the front, and a build your own Juggernaut figure, I think it is. Then a couple of comics what I'm not too familiar with. This is Wildstorm Comics, and this is called The Patriots. Then we have something called Sidekick, which came out in a magazine which I've got called Comic Heroes. And what we got the Homeland Directive, Judge Dredd, Hellraiser, and Witchfinder Lost and Gone Forever. Then on this one we've got Dead Space, Glitter Kiss, then we've got something called Empress by Mark Miller. Again, I'm not too familiar with Mark Miller. I know he's famous for the Kick-Ass creating, obviously, but then we have Assassin's Creed series, The Templars, which is one of my favourite Assassin's Creed's, the original one. Sorry about that. Then we have 13, which is a great computer game in its own right. Is it back? Then we have something called Surface Tension. Looks very cool there on the cover. And there's There's the back. Then back to the comics, and we have something called Valor. And here's the back. And one of the oldest comics, what I bought a couple of years ago at Comic-Con. This is the original Mighty Thor, and it's 163. Then we have a comic called The Nam. Again, here's the back. Then we have a game I remember playing on the Sega Mega Drive, and this is my first shout-out is for my good friend Evander over at Slay Reviews. Massive fan of this guy, but it's Spider-Man. He's at the back with Venom and Carnage. Then we have Siege, which is a brilliant event story to do with the whole Secret Invasion angle. Then back to the comics, we have the Ultimate Fallout, which is Spider-Man more with Thor. And there's the back. Oh, silly me. Then this is an iconic cover. This is this Avengers the Serpent crown, where you've got Squadron Supreme versus the Avengers. And Squadron Supreme or Squadron Sinister was a knockoff of like Marvel's take on the Justice League. And we're back to the comics. We got Captain America and the Punisher together. Blood and Glory. And then we have the Young Avengers. Comic. I'm not too sure whom that basketball player is. Then a storyline I think Marvel could do, which is House of M, which again a brilliant, very good story. Again, we have Spider-Man, of course. Bit of spot loss. Again, there's some iconic. And we got some comics there. What are included in that light book? Then we have something from the 70s, the Celestial Madonna, which is the Avengers. It's still got the price on, but really good storyline again. Then we have the Flash, which is Rebirth. Again, a bit of spot loss. Then there are a couple of DC comics. Then we start off with Justice League Europe with Flash on the cover. And we have Batman and Superman, the New 52. There's the back. Then we have the final comic book, Justice League versus the Suicide Squad. And a couple of more iconic graphic novels. Then we've got the Avengers of Kree/Skull War with the Mighty Thor on the cover, and it looks like it's Iron Man and Captain America. Then a very famous Spider-Man story back in, I think it's 1974, where Green Goblin kills off Gwen Stacy, if I do recall, included in this comic. And there's the back. Speaking of very emotional images, you have the X-Men, the Dark Phoenix saga in graphic novel form. And one from 1984, which is a big storyline at the time, which is Marvel Heroes Secret War. Of course, the debut in black costume Spider-Man features in this like collection of magazines, but in graphic novel form. Then we have, to tie in with the Modern Avengers game that came out a couple of years ago, which I haven't read yet. This is called Marvel Avengers Road to a Day. Again, Iron Man on the front, back, pardon. Then we have Avengers Defenders War with Hulk battling the Thing. And again, got a bit of nice block loss. Then we have Avengers Operation Galactic Storm from the 1990s. And the last graphic novel is Spider-Man, and this is by Todd McFarlane, who introduced us to Venom in about 1988, I'm going to say, but I might be wrong. So that's the main graphic novels. Here are the Funko Pops. To start off with, it's Wonder Woman. And of course Henry Cavill's black costume of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And of course, like I said, I'm a massive wrestling fan, but this is John Cena and his Peacemaker with Eagly, I believe. Then we got Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Then this was by Jim Lee, but it's Catwoman. Then we have Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Then back to the Spider-Man, an iconic Spider-Man Funko, which is, I think, the first one of Spider-Man they released. Then on to Margot Robbie's, which is Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey. Then we have Black Bolt from the Inhumans. And my favourite superhero at the moment is the Merc with the mouth, of course. It's only Deadpool, which I am so looking forward to this film. I think it could be a game changer in the comics. But yes, there's old Deadpool. And onto the physical, which is like Blu-rays and DVDs. Of course, recently DC re-released this, but this is the Superman 5-disc set, including, yes, the infamous 1987 film, which I've watched, which isn't very good, but if you like it, that's fine, but I'm not the biggest fan. And speaking of Henry Cavill, his debut in Superman, and this is Man of Steel. Then onto the DVDs. Like I said, I do love my computer games, and this is Lego's DC Comics Superheroes Justice League versus the Bizarro League. And a TV show, I think this used to be on BBC One about 1994, which is Iron Man, and it was on the Marvel Action Hour. Again, I'm just going to show you, and there's some of the episodes, and a nice image here on the disc. And again, speaking of really infamous films, gotta have this in the collection, which is Spider-Man 3, and it has got some hidden things in, like tattoo and sticker set, which is there, and we got flyer for the Spider-Man trilogy. And then we have, of course, this has got Nicolas Cage in his big BD. I think it might have been Big Daddy, I think, but it's kick-ass. And I forget it. Aaron Johnson, who's a big actor at the moment. Then we have Kick-Ass 2 with Jim Carrey in a blink and you miss it moment. There is with a gun. And then we have a documentary, Spider-Man Once Upon a Time, the Superheroes. Again, really good documentary if you're into Marvel heroes. Then we have Marvel Avengers Secret Invasion. There's the back. And the last one is Marvel's animated feature. This is a 4-film collection. Got some brilliant superheroes in there on the front cover. There's the back. So before I go, I've got a good question for you guys. Who is your favourite Marvel, DC superheroes, teams or villains? Mine From DC, of course, is the man himself, Batman. And I've just said his name, but my favourite Marvel, it depends. Sometimes it's old Webhead himself, Spider-Man. But at the moment, of course, it's got to be Deadpool. So, like I said, leave in the comments who your favourite Marvel or DC hero, villain, tag team is. Anyhow, before I go, I'm gonna do some shout outs to the guys in the description line. But don't forget to like, please share and subscribe and ring the bell, of course, on the notifications page. So, like I said, thank you for watching my channel. Hope you all have a great day. And there will be some more videos coming up soon. So anyhow, thank you for watching the channel, and goodbye folks, goodbye.